Dude, is that scuba diving?
Yeah, it is.
Dude, I've always wanted to learn about scuba. It's pretty cool.
It's funny you should ask. Let me tell you a little bit about it. See, the history of scuba diving starts back to the ancient times in Mesopotamia. They would do normal free diving. They dive down without any sort of breathing apparatus or anything at all. These ancient civilizations would use various techniques, such as using a papyrus reed, be about 10 to 15 feet long. They would try to go down and breathe out of that. Every once in a while it would work, but when they went below sea level, it wouldn't work all the time because of the ambient pressure.
So, what would you say is the biggest advancement, or who really helped scuba diving reach its potential?
I'd say during the ancient times, it would definitely be Alexander the Great. In ancient literature, there's a lot of talk about him using this glass diving bell, where his servants would lower him down off the side of one of his ships and he would see the ocean below him. After diving bells, they kind of transitioned more into brass helmets.
Gotcha.
This is the advancements of thousands of years though, right? So diving bells are more of ancient times. They use them up until, early 1600s.
Okay, so how did this transition from ancient times into more modern diving? Because I know there's a big difference.
So a lot of these advancements were from commercial use, right?
Right.
A lot of underwater operations for, diving for sponges, for, shells, things of value.
So, can you tell me, what are the purposes of diving?
People dived in the past because of commercial use. There wasn't really a need for recreational diving, more so it was for needs of industrial use. Like I said, for shipbuilding or gathering resources underwater mining operations that would occur as well.
Would they use helmets, cables, reeds? How does that even work?
They'd use a big brass helmet. There they would have sustainable breathing underwater.
Cool. How would you explain, is that how people dive today?
It's called scuba, self-contained breathing apparatus.
Well, I didn't even know it had a meaning. I thought it was just a word.
Right, that's what scuba stands for. All that means is instead of having a surface supply unit from the surface, air being pumped down, you have a tank on your back, and that's how you dive. Yeah, it's completely autonomous, and that's how people dive. It gives a free range of motion. The only downside is it limits your time underwater, and you have to be a little bit more careful.
How is this even going to work for your project?
Am I walking barefoot around campus? Yes, I am. Do we care? Not really. It'd be funny if we that's edgy. We have to edge them a little bit.
Who had the idea to really just have a tank of air with you?
That's a really great question. The inventor of the modern scuba tank and regulator is Jacques Cousteau. From a very young age, he was always at the side of the ocean, wanting to look in the water, see what's going on. From there, he went to the French Naval Academy, where he became a naval officer, served for a couple years, and then afterward began to design his own diving equipment. Modern aqua lung was what he called it. Decompresses the high pressure air, so it's easier to breathe, allows for more air to be used in the tank. So a regulator's job is to go from high pressure air to low pressure air. In a tank, there's about 3,000 pounds of pressure. So if you can find a way to decrease that pressure in the air, it's going to allow for the tank to last longer because it's less air going out of the tank.
So where did Jacques Cousteau dive at? Where was his favorite location?
Jacques Cousteau's favorite location was definitely the Mediterranean. That's where he filmed a lot of his movies and TV shows. His crew and him traveled all over the world. From Antarctica to the Indian Ocean, anywhere they traveled. That's disgusting. That's so gross. He actually had a couple movies made, marine biologists on board, where they would do research on certain creatures. Sorry, they're laughing. He got another fish. He got another one?
Jumping on a fish.
Oh, what the frick? I will now demonstrate how to free dive. We're going to the river.
They want to flip.
Are you going to do a flip for them?
Roll.
Right, just try it.
Do a
Just go.
front.
Do a front roll?
Yeah.
I don't know how. Jacques Cousteau's discovery vessel was called the Calypso. On board, they had about 15 to 16 divers that would dive full time, conducting research experiments, the most research done in the time period. If Jacques Cousteau was in a fraternity, which one would he be?
I'd say Theta Tau because that's
That's
like the
what I said.
engineer.
That's what he literally just said.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Can you tell me who invented the first modern scuba tank? Not a clue. Well, I'll be okay.
Yeah, there's other brain-eating amoebas here, but it's
What?
okay. Just don't get water in your nose,
Oh, thanks.
or in your mouth,
Thanks.
on your eyes.
Thanks, man. I get scared. Anyways, I don't know what I'm gonna say. I've said everything.
So 3 scuba diving facts. So first off, you cannot when you're scuba diving, you can't come back up too fast The scuba tanks are actually really heavy. There are places that will build artificial coral reefs and swimming pools in order for you to like practice diving around a coral reef. You can rent the equipment. I don't know if that's a fact or not, but
Okay.
that's the one thing I know.
All right.
You cannot scuba dive down to the Titanic. It is too far down.
Do you guys want to be in my video? What chance? It's for English. All right. We'll go around. You have to give, each person has to give 2 fun facts about scuba diving. No, just if you, anything you know about it.
Okay. You need a full tank of air, and then you also need to take like 60 seconds to decompress before you like hit another set of meters, isn't it?
Not exactly,
No.
but you got the first part right. No, anything at all?
I can't even lie like that and say
No?
that I do.
Just be confident. Just say something.
I have gear and
Yeah.
a base thing.
That's
very
correct. Yeah.
expensive.
Because if you come too fast, you get, I don't remember what it is, but
It's your blood
I-
vessels in your eyes or something.
It's in your tissues.
like,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
I know there's like if you come up too fast, they have to put you in like a compression tank.
Yeah, it's a hyperbaric chamber,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's
How do you know all this stuff?
this is for English. I'm doing like a.
Who's your professor?
I have Patrick Howard.
Hey, Patrick Howard.
Hey, Mr. Patrick. He's my favorite
I only
professor. But,
figured-
bye.
I'll see you at SAA.
Okay. All right. Can you name me 3 fun facts about scuba diving?
It's in the water.
Okay.
You use it to breathe.
All right.
It's a long acronym that I don't know.
Would you like to learn about the acronym today?
I would like to learn about that.
SCUBA stands for self-contained breathing apparatus.
Oh wow, that's very interesting.
All right. Can you give me 3 fun facts about scuba diving?
No.
All right. Can you name me 3 fun facts about scuba diving?
Slow, fish,
Okay.
water.
All right.
Yeah. Don't you like if you go too deep, you like lungs get messed up?
Yeah, it's coming up to the surface.
Yeah.
If you rise up too fast, you can cause harm to your lungs.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did good, man.
All right.
After going around and asking people on campus about how much they know about scuba diving, we can tell that it's not a very well-known topic to the average population. Hope to help inform people a little bit more about diving and the history behind it. That's it for the video. Thank you guys for watching.